Hello collectors and welcome to another review. This time I'm taking a look at NECA's Leatherback from Pacific Rim Series 2. And I have got to say, this is one large hunk of plastic. So let's see whether or not it's worth adding into your collection. Leatherback's sculpt is really amazing. As you can see here, there are a lot of ridges, even on the back. Here's the Emp Blaster. And it looks very nice. There are some spikes here and there on Leatherback. And since Leatherback was built after the digital files for the model in the movie, can't really say there are any inconsistencies. The little, hairs on Leatherback's head are made of a softer plastic, though they're still pretty hard. And there is one issue with my Leatherback that I feel like needs to be brought up, just in case you are in the store and you're looking, oh, you don't see it so you don't think about it. I did not get a choice in the matter because I had mine shipped to me. Yeah, not quite sure what that is. Looks like a dog got to it, but it's probably just air bubbles in the actual molding process for mine. Just be on the lookout for that. Aside from that, I love the sculpt. The paint on Leatherback, it's hit and miss. Like Knifehead, he has crazy lines going all over his body, but as you can probably see in some spots, such as right here, there's slop. And there are some spots on the body where it kind of looks like it's a different color blue, like right here, compared to the rest. And some spots look like it has glitter, some spots don't. Not really sure what's going on there, but it is forgivable due to the fact that Leatherback is very chaotic, and it's supposed to be bioluminescent, so it really gives a sense of craziness to Leatherback. Something that's really done well on Leatherback is you can kind of see here on the arm is that there is this greenish wash to complement the sort of grayish plastic, and it really makes the sculpt pop. You can see the wash here on the arm. You can also see it partially there, right here, where my thumb is on the face. And I really have to give NECA a thumbs up for that because it looks really nice in person. Now, the last part about the paint that I have to say is a bit disappointing is if you look at Leatherback's face. I'll zoom in for you here. Leatherback has 3 sets of eyes. One where NECA made the eyes. There's another set about right here. And then there's another one close to where the nose would be. And also Leatherback has some nice pearly whites, which the NECA figure does not, which is disappointing. I'm not quite sure why that was omitted from the final product, or even from the prototype to begin with, because I'm sure I can go in my basement right now and get some of the paints that I have for some of my diorama stuff, and I can fix that up no big deal, which I plan on doing, by the way. So I'm not sure why they skimped out on that. So overall, for the sculpt on Leatherback, it's very nice, except for this quality control issue on Leatherback's left hand, and the paint leaves a little bit to be desired, but if you really, really want to, you can fix the issues yourself. Leatherback is huge, and he costs about $20. So there's got to be some give and take with the size and the price point, and that does reflect a little bit in the articulation, though it's still more than usable. So let's start off with the head on Leatherback. The mouth is on a hinge joint. Opens and closes. Very simple. The actual head is attached to the body on a swivel joint. Get some crazy looks out of Leatherback that way. The shoulders are on a swivel joint also, though I'm not sure if it is a ball joint that acts just as a swivel because there's a little bit of a rocking motion to both shoulders. That may just be a little bit of space between the connection and the swivel. Either way, the rocking doesn't really help the articulation at all. So as you can see here, the elbows are on a hinge joint. go in and out. And the hands, one would probably say, oh, okay, swivel. Both hands move on a swivel joint. That's what's used. Actually, no. It's a ball joint. But realistically speaking, with the size and design of Leatherback, as you can tell as I'm manhandling this beast, it really only acts like a swivel. Something that people were really, really excited about when we first saw Leatherback at San Diego Comic-Con earlier this year, hinged fingers. The thumb is hinged too. This one is just particularly stiff, but there's not too much range of movement. So pretty cool. The only problem with the upper body articulation on Leatherback, I would say, is probably a ball-jointed neck would be nice to have, and also a swivel at the elbows. Now, the lower portion of Leatherback. As you can see here, showing off the sculpt a little bit more, the thighs are attached to the hips on a ball joint. The knees are on a hinge. The shin area, to help with a little bit more in the articulation department, are on hinges. And the actual feet themselves, ball joints. So overall, the articulation on Leatherback, given the incredible size of Leatherback and the price point, it's doable. Though, like I made mention earlier, some sort of swivel in the upper arm, possibly around the elbow area, and a ball-jointed neck would do Leatherback wonders. But, like I said, can't really complain too much. As I've been saying throughout the entirety of this review so far, Leatherback is big. And I'll cut right to the chase to give you guys just an idea of how big Leatherback is. In my hands is the SH Monster Arts Destroyer. Yeah. It's kind of amazing they were able to keep the price point at about $20, considering Destroya's 145, 150 MSRP. I know there's joints and paint that's factored into it, but still, that's pretty amazing. So, Leatherback is obviously one of the larger kaiju you can possibly purchase, and obviously if you have a 6-inch figure monster such as Godzilla, yeah, Godzilla doesn't look like a king compared to Leatherback, which is a bit disappointing, but Godzilla's always fought larger enemies. So here's Leatherback's buddy Knifehead. Bit disappointing since Knifehead is so small, but that's alright, because Leatherback still huge. It's one of the bonus points to that. So you're going to probably want to put Leatherback up against some of the Jaegers from Pacific Rim. And for a reference, here is, it was estimated between 500 to 600 meters Gypsy Danger was thrown. Yeah. That's a good sizing. And then just for reference, here is the battle damaged Gypsy Danger that comes in Series 2 alongside Leatherback. Good sizing there. Here is Crimson Typhoon to go alongside Leatherback. Decent sizing. And then finally, here is Striker Eureka. Still large. And then, just as another reference, in case you want to get another mechanical monster to go alongside Leatherback to put up a fight, here is the SH Monster Arts Kiryu. So, long story short, if you're looking to add Leatherback into your collection, be sure you have some space on your shelf. So, at the end of the day, do you get Leatherback now? Do you pass? Do you wait to get it for cheap used? What should you do? Well, despite my little quality control error on the hand here, and I'm a little bit upset about the paint on the face, I like it. It's a big hunk of plastic, and really, he looks very intimidating on my shelf. Kind of disappointed he doesn't come with any sort of extras, because he does have this EMP blast on the back, and he's basically a walking EMP bomb. So it would have been nice to have some sort of effect part, but if you saw my unboxing video of the package that Pacific Rim Series 2 came in, they're really, for the price point, I can't complain. Leatherback is sort of near perfect. Just like I said, face paint and some extra articulation here and there would make Leatherback pretty much perfect. Now, when you get Leatherback, because I highly advise you to pick it up if you like kaiju and you like Pacific Rim, do be warned that there may be some parts on Leatherback that may fall off. There may have been, I'm looking around here now, I don't see any on my table here, but there was some excess plastic in the joints, and as I worked them, they just kind of fell off. There was a really bad one on one of the legs, I think. No, it was inside here. Yeah, I had to take a knife, had to cut it out, but really, nothing much to complain about. There are a lot of people that say that this is the Pacific Rim figure to get, and it's the best of Series 2. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think it's amazing. But you know what? Leatherback is pretty awesome. Go ahead and pick him up.